iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro release date revealed. Updated July 19th with more information about the launch and when the keynote will be announced. Apple will release the iPhone 16 series later this year. But just when? Apple won't say anything for weeks, but we can very well predict what will happen. Here's everything you need to know, from when Apple will announce the keynote, when it will take place, down to the minute it will begin, and when the iPhones will be available for purchase. You'll even learn when Apple will reveal the date of the keynote, which is the first step in the entire process. Let's start there. The keynote will feature the iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Plus, iPhone 16 Pro, and iPhone 16 Pro Max, as well as other new products such as the Apple Watch, which is expected to have a new Series 10 design this year, including the largest display on a regular watch, as well as the third iteration of the Apple Watch Ultra. We can take certain things for granted. Apple is an entity of routine after all. Since the iPhone 5, Apple has always released its flagship iPhones in September, with the exception of 2020, which was due to COVID. I believe the keynote will be on Tuesday, September 10th. This means that the keynote date will be announced in advance. Apple varies how far in advance it announces the presentation, typically with a cryptic and obscure statement that reveals more than you might think. Since the Berlin Tech Trade Fair, IFA, is held the week before, beginning on Friday, September 6th. On Thursday, September 5th, news begins to emerge from the IFA the day before, when major corporations such as Sony and Samsung conduct press conferences. Apple likes to make a big impression with keynote announcements, thus I anticipate this one will be made on Wednesday, September 4th or Thursday, September 5th for maximum impact. As soon as this is confirmed, we will know the pre-order and release date. But you don't have to wait for that, full details are provided here. As Tech Radar points out, manufacture of the new iPhones appeared to be on track earlier this year and as recently as May, which greatly aids in determining the release date. Previously, we'd heard when Apple was behind schedule or when production concerns arose. This year, either everything is running smoothly or Apple has masked any hiccups behind the scenes. Let's assume everything is going fine. This also offers information on when pre-orders will be available. Date of keynote. Apple always organizes a keynote presentation to reveal new goods, which will very certainly feature the new Apple Watches described above, as well as the new iPad and iPad mini, as well as new AirPods, albeit not necessarily all at the same time. The keynote is expected to take place in the first half of September, on a Tuesday or Wednesday, as is customary. That implies we can quickly narrow down the date of the reveal to three options: Tuesday, September 3rd, Wednesday, September 4th, or Tuesday, September 10th. Apple has never done a keynote on September 11th, and I don't expect that to change this year. Apple prefers the second full week of September, but there is another reason why earlier dates are out: IFA. If you are unfamiliar, IFA is a massive technology show held each year in Berlin, generally in the last few days of August. This year, however, it lasts from September 6th to 10. Apple does not attend IFA, but it may not want to host its event at the same time, though it also likes to divert attention away from it, as noted above, by confirming its own event just as IFA begins. That appears to confirm Tuesday, September 10th as the keynote date, as IFA comes to a close. I assume it is the day of the reveal, with the distribution date following a little later. Time for the keynote. That will almost certainly be 10 a.m. local time, as is Apple's preference. While events have been hosted in many locations, I'm confident that this will take place in Cupertino, which is 10 a.m. Pacific time. Pre-orders for iPhone 16. The pre-order date varies, but it is normally on Friday of the keynote week. So, if September 10th is the keynote day, as I believe it is, pre-orders will begin on Friday, September 13th. In terms of time, this often begins at local timings, often at 1 p.m. wherever you are. Because of time zones, it occurs first in Australia and then in the United States. Release date for iPhone 16. The new iPhone series appears to include 4 models: the iPhone 16, the iPhone 16 Plus, the iPhone 16 Pro, and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I believe everything will go on sale on the same day, which will be the Friday of the week following the unveiling, September 20th. These things could change, but I am quietly assured. Mark your calendars. If you found this update helpful, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more tech news.